When he said, "Maria knows I'm here," I felt something inside me detach. Not panic, not fear, certainty. The kind you get when the last card in your hand is the wrong one. He didn't yell. He didn't threaten me. He simply reached into his jacket and removed the small recording device, placed it gently on my counter, like evidence, like truth. "I told her weeks ago," he said. I felt something shifting. Shifting. Not flirting, not seduction. Shifting. He had sensed it. Before I did. He continued, calm. "We decided not to accuse you. We decided to wait." Wait. That word felt cruel. They had been watching me unravel, letting me choose my own exposure. My mind raced. I thought about deleting my recording, about claiming emotional confusion, about twisting the narrative, but there's something about being caught in stillness. There was no chaos to hide behind, no raised voice to drown the truth, just a man who refused to betray his wife, and a woman who had already betrayed her friend. "I never touched you," I said. It sounded pathetic even to me. He nodded. "I know." Not defensive, not triumphant, just solid. And that solidity felt heavier than rejection. I asked the question I shouldn't have asked. "Why didn't you just tell her to cut me off?" He answered without hesitation. "Because she loved you." Loved. Past tense hadn't arrived yet, but it was close. Maria didn't call me that night. She didn't text. She didn't accuse. She waited. The next afternoon, she asked me to come over. Alone. No children. No John. Just us. She opened the door like she always did. Soft smile. Calm eyes. That calmness was worse than fury. We sat at her kitchen table, the same table where we had planned birthdays, cried over heartbreaks, laughed about stupid things, and she pressed play. My voice filled the room, clear, confessional, calculated. There was no angle left, no interpretation, just intent. When it ended, she didn't shout, she didn't cry. She looked at me with something far more devastating. Grief. Not for her marriage, for our friendship. "I would have given you anything," she said, and her voice cracked just slightly. "Anything. Except him." That was the moment I understood something I hadn't before. I wasn't competing for John. I was competing with the version of myself she believed I was. And I lost. She stood up. Not abruptly, not dramatically. Just final. "You don't have to defend yourself," she said. "I already know who you are." Those words don't bruise, they mark. There was no scene, no public humiliation, no group confrontation, just distance. Invitations stopped, calls faded, my access disappeared. Not loudly, but permanently. Friends began choosing sides quietly. Not because Maria forced them, because truth has weight, and people feel it. Months later, I saw them at the park. I wasn't supposed to be there. But neither was coincidence. John was pushing one of the kids on the swing. Maria was laughing. He leaned down and kissed her forehead. The same way he had that anniversary night. The same gesture that sparked this entire unraveling. And I realized something brutal. He never wavered. Not once. The crack I thought I saw was my reflection. People think shame is loud. It isn't. It's quiet. It's walking past someone who used to call you sister. It's knowing the only reason you were trusted was because someone believed you incapable of harm. It's understanding too late that envy doesn't steal what you want. It burns what you already have. I didn't lose a husband. I lost a friend. The only person who ever loved me without competition. And that loss echoes louder than any scandal ever could. If you ever find yourself clapping for someone's happiness a little too hard, ask yourself why. Because sometimes the enemy isn't the one who attacks from outside. It's the one who smiles inside your gate.